Right, hello everybody. Let's have a look at Algorand. So, Christmas Eve video. There's no stream tonight, obviously. It's Christmas Eve. Come on, we've all got kids, we've all got families. There's no way that I'm going to be sitting down doing a stream. It's just not going to happen. So, next Friday will be the stream. But today, we're just going to look at Algorand because Bitcoin is basically going down, whereas altcoins are either staying the same or actually even going up. So, it's an interesting scenario. Kind of looks a little and feels a little like an alt season. Goes back to that video I made about a week ago where I was saying, look, Ethereum has got bullish divergence on the monthly and on the weekly on its Bitcoin pair. So, we're looking for Ethereum to outperform Bitcoin. Again, I get told off for complaining all the time about people, but it's true though. When I made that video, someone goes, "You said Bitcoin, you said Ethereum was good." And I said, "Yeah, on a monthly, mate, on a monthly, on a Bitcoin pair. Come on, give me a break, give me a break." And so now it's actually we're starting to see a little bit of this working now, aren't we? So Bitcoin's actually red, and Ethereum is green. So what do you make of that? Is that magic, or is it perhaps maybe the chart? Anyway, let's get stuck into Algorand as altcoins appear to be stronger than Bitcoin at the moment. I know. Who would have thought it? So what we're seeing here is the consolidation from the peak over here on the 3rd of December, where most things peaked, which is why I sold many altcoins. Algorand for me is not a trade though. So I've ridden this from lower to higher to lower. My average buy, because the first time I bought was the end of the bear market, thinking I'd caught the low. I bought it at 30 cents, turned out not to be the low at all. Bought again around 16 cents, again, turned out not to be the low. So it's nice to know that I'm finding a profit from my hodl position, but it's been a long slog, dealing with it. Now, I do have good expectations of it now. It seems to have turned a corner, perhaps maybe even about to enjoy its first major run. The previous runs obviously took it close to $3. There's a chance that when this run completes, with the help of XRP, it could reach maximum heights of $5 or so. I know that sounds crazy to say that, but it's kind of where I'm looking for at its absolute peak. But realistically, we're at 180, I think, was the measured move that I've put on this for a more conservative trade. Which means that this area right now is not too bad of an idea for a trade or perhaps maybe even a hodl. But the problem with any sort of late entry, even at this level on a chart like this, which has started running from lower than 10 cents, it's already up like several 100% from its low. So that does sort of make it risky. But based on its own chart, this is what we're going to look at right this very moment in time. What's the deal? So the consolidation here on the USDT pair on the daily is still below the Bollinger Band, below the 10, below the 21, which means that you could get rejected at any one of these areas, really. The rejections around 38 cents and definitely looking for rejections around 41 cents. But unlike many altcoins, this one did a golden cross on the 50 exponential moving average. So only the most bullish charts would do this, Bitcoin included. So Bitcoin's done this, Algorand's done this, whereas many altcoins actually touched the 200 exponential, which would have been down here for Algorand. That would be another 20. That would be 22.39 cents, right? Or it could even go a little lower, like some others did, 18 cents. Can't rule it out, but if it were to happen, it would be a nice place to think about buying. It's as simple as that, really. This has been the deal for all these altcoins. Golden cross retests on dailies, looking for V-shaped recoveries and continuations. That's been the deal since December, really, since the beginning of December, where I said this is likely to happen. Now it's happened. This is happening from a much higher level, which makes it one of the more bullish charts, which is one of the reasons I expect that you're seeing it recover faster than the others. So let's have a look at the 4-hourly then, because we've got a breakout of money flow, breakout of RSI. So I expect these areas, as much as they're going to give you a rejection initially, I expect them to break out because momentum and volume has already broken out. And that sort of thing normally precedes price action. So I would expect price action to follow. You can see that we narrowly avoided a death cross on exponentials, although we did receive a death cross on simples. So that means that a rejection around the 39 cents is likely on the first pass. Once that's broken, though, should be plain sailing. Again, the daily looks plain sailing. The 4-hourly will be above here, but look, 3 drives, hidden bearish divergence with the money flow index sort of reaching around 76. It can definitely go higher than this, but expect rejections around these areas. So really, for the 4 hourly and on the daily, we're looking for areas like 41 cents to be the resistance and get a rejection from it. And obviously, be looking for a higher low again. Let's have a look at the Bitcoin pair then to see what's going on there, because like I said, the pullback, or should I say, the last dump, didn't, that's been quite recent, really. It's not that long ago. It feels a long time for some, but it's really not that long ago. And so what we're looking for now is, I suppose, basically continuation for everybody. Ethereum is going to help with that. Again, if that Ethereum to Bitcoin scenario that I explained plays out on a weekly and a monthly, we should be looking again for continuation throughout next month, maybe even for a few months. This is all nothing new. You know this. I've been saying this for a while, saying consolidate and get back into positions around December, looking for a big turnaround towards the end of this month into next month. You know that I've said that a million times. It's the same thing. So we're just looking, like I say, in this instance, at Algorand, which for some bizarre reason appears to be one of the better looking charts. Because it's not been a good looking chart for a long time. But good things come to those who wait. I've been staking this for over a year now, and it's nice to see it all in profit and it's all working out. Long may it continue. So with the 4 hourly, we've got a green portion of the cloud here. We've got a positive cross below the cloud. What we need to see now is the conversion. Sorry, the cheeky spend close above the cloud with price. So we're not going to get a pump signal on this one until we've closed above 454 sats. So still a fair bit higher than where we're at right now on the 4 hourly. So, but again, just like the USDT pair, narrowly avoided a death cross on exponentials, although did receive one on simples. And you can see on this 4 hourly getting rejection on 1, 2, 3, 4 in a row. So just like the USDT pair, apart from, I suppose, more bullish really. But we're expecting rejection on that 200 simple on the USDT pair. We've not got it yet. So it's behaving in the same way as or will likely behave in the same way as the Bitcoin pair here. And finally, we'll just move it over to the daily. And again, please excuse the poor production value. I brought my rubbish laptop with me, and so you're going to get a rubbish video. So again, looking at this is just the same as the USDT pair, which is good to see. In fact, it's more bullish, which is even better, really, because all we want to do is outperform Bitcoin, isn't it? Otherwise, we'd just buy Bitcoin. It'd just be a Bitcoin hodl group, really. That's all. It is that simple, really, for many people. When you have these Bitcoin maxis, you can understand why they do it, because it just takes the stress away, and it's a proven strategy. Just buy Bitcoin, really. But if you want to outperform the market, you do want to dabble in altcoins, and these are the sort of things you want to see. So you can already see the breakout of price action. I don't need to draw a line in here. You can see it already. There's your resistance, mostly a 10 exponential, broken out from that yesterday, and we're continuing to be supported above it today. Same thing sort of really going on here with the money flow index and the RSI, although it's not a crisp. The RSI has broken out. The money flow index is also broken out, and price action is almost above all moving averages. It needs to get above 420. So really, that's 420 on the daily, 450 on the 4 hourly. Once you've done that, you are looking to get back up to the 535 and probably continue from there. So, long story short, Algorand really does look like a really bullish chart at this stage now on the 4 hourly and on the daily. Unfortunately, though, if you really want to take it a little further, you've got to zoom right out, and then this could either fill you with hope or with dread. So we've still got the overheated money flow index read over here, 94. We've reset to an extent, but not massively. So if we do push up again, a big push up, the max you'd expect, and again, this is a huge move, but since we've already seen a move of this size, to see another one of this size again wouldn't surprise me, or shouldn't surprise you. You'd be looking for like 1,300 sats, 1,200, 1,300 sats really, pushing all the way into that 200 exponential and simple moving average on a weekly. So I don't think it's got power to move above there initially, but a move up to that level is well, I suppose I think it's inevitable. That doesn't mean it's going to happen, before Christmas Day, but another 200% rally on Algorand before its rejection, I think is. I think we'll be looking for something like that. It sounds so surreal now, doesn't it? Because what did I tell you a few weeks ago? I said we're going to come down, everything's going to come down. People are going to say it's over. People are going to get trapped. People are going to think that the bear market's begun. People are going to think all kinds of things because all they can see is what's in front of them. You and me have all been prepared for this. We've been waiting for the pullback. We're going to go into those golden cross retests. We're going to buy those dips. We're going to sail them up to new local highs. And so that's kind of what we're waiting for now. We waited for the dips, we bought them. Now we're going to wait for the pump, and we're probably, I'd say, probably going to sell them really. That doesn't mean sell and close and leave the market forever. I'm just based on their own charts really. They will likely be overheated after another 200% rally. But let the 200% rally happen first, which could happen all in 1 month, all in January, I reckon. I reckon January is a good sign. We've got good setups, good signs of life for January. Exactly as I said. I said we're going to turn around at the end of this month. We're going to rally into next year. But we still have to measure out the risk to reward as we approach these major areas. And a 200% rally on Algorand versus its Bitcoin pair, that seems more than likely. I think that's probably how it's going to play. But again, day by day, bit by bit, we'll work it out. But that is the situation. So Algorand bullish, massively bullish, really. One of the better altcoins out there. And thank goodness for that, because I have always been a massive hodler of Algorand. It's been my attempt at fundamental analysis, which is very hit and miss for me. But I've stuck with it, and it looks like I will be rewarded finally in the end. And I have to say, this doesn't always happen. You know, there's been a few times where I've held on for too long for things, and it probably should have just got out. But in this instance, I believed that what I was doing was right, and hopefully this time next year I will be proven ultimately right or wrong if we move into the several dollars, potentially moving up into $5. And look, I'm not here to make people believe in dreams or whatever, but once you've reached something like $5, it's only another 100% to 10. And in a parabolic move, those sort of things can and do happen. Who would have thought that Matic would have reached, was it $2 at its peak when I was buying it and saying it's very, very bullish fundamentally when it was down at 1 cent? No one really would have believed it. Who would have thought the same thing with XRP when you're buying it down in the cents? Literally like 3.5 cents where I bought that. These things seem unrealistic at the time when you buy them, and they do sound very much like a dream. But the reality is, these things can happen, but they happen in an emotional outburst of FOMO. They don't happen at these exact moments where you buy them. So it is, just got to wait. But long story short, the 4 hour near the daily more or less broken out now, so we should be looking for another probably 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks of uptrend, peaking at around 200% from today's price action. Right, thanks for watching. Hope you have a nice day. Take it easy.